Let's be real, if you've ever fallen into a late-night TikTok rabbit hole or accidentally binge-scrolled Pedro Pascal memes until your thumbs went numb, you're not alone. He's not just a snack, he's the whole emotional charcuterie board. Pedro isn't your usual Hollywood beefcake. He's more like your hot professor who knows Tarantino references and how to make French toast. With his lethal combo of dad energy, emotional vulnerability, and a smirk that could end wars, it's no wonder the internet collectively swooned. So grab a blanket, maybe a fan, you'll need it, and let's unpack why this lovable goofball has become the world's favorite Zaddy. The wholesomeness is off the charts. You know that one person who walks into a room and instantly makes everything feel warmer, like a human-sized cup of hot cocoa? Yeah, that's Pedro Pascal. Just watching one of his interviews is enough to raise your serotonin levels. He radiates the kind of "your mom would love him" energy that makes you want to introduce him to your entire extended family and your dog. He's adorably flustered at red carpet events, gives full-on dad vibes to child co-stars like Vivian Lyra Blair, Move Over, Baby Yoda, and somehow makes awkwardness look endearing. He's the guy who remembers your birthday, shows up with snacks, and compliments your weird socks because he genuinely likes them. But don't mistake his charm for surface-level nice guy vibes. Pedro's loyalty runs deep. During the pandemic, he literally described his friends as parenting him through the tough times. You ever heard a grown man say that without a trace of irony? Didn't think so. In a world full of fake smiles and PR-polished kindness, Pedro Pascal is what happens when someone is just built different, built better. Honestly, if wholesomeness were a currency, Pedro would be Jeff Bezos. He's a storytelling wizard. Listening to Pedro Pascal tell a story is like getting front row seats to a Broadway show, a comedy special, and a family dinner, all at once. He doesn't just recount events, he performs them. Whether he's talking about sobbing over Baby Yoda, same honestly, or nervously auditioning for The Last of Us, you're locked in like it's a Netflix true crime doc and your popcorn's already gone. His tales come with plot twists, emotional arcs, and voices. So many voices. One minute he's Pedro, the next he's his nephew in a squeaky, high-pitched voice saying, "What's it called? The Last of Us?" And suddenly you're laughing so hard you snort. The man turns a casual behind-the-scenes tidbit into a dramatic reenactment worthy of an Emmy. You get the sense he could tell a story about tying his shoelaces and make it sound like a near-death experience. It's not just delivery, it's timing, flair, and those priceless facial expressions that deserve their own IMDb credits. Want to up your charm level? Be like Pedro. Throw in a voice, raise an eyebrow, and commit like your life depends on it. Because if he can make weeping over a puppet sound like Shakespeare, then your daily anecdotes definitely have potential. Certified flirt? No, seriously, Pedro Pascal doesn't flirt. He artfully seduces your soul with a smirk and a compliment so smooth it should come with a warning label. The man flirts like it's a superpower, subtle, charming, and never ever cringe. One moment he's telling a journalist she's a delight and beautiful, and the next thing you know, she's blushing, Twitter's on fire, and half the internet is trying to manifest an accidental coffee date with him. His style isn't about cheesy pickup lines or forced charm. It's eye contact that feels like a hug and words that make you feel like the only person in the room, even if that room is the internet. And let's not forget the confidence. Whether he's in a tailored suit, a turtleneck, or literally hiding behind a Mandalorian helmet, he owns the room like it's rent-free. Somehow, Pedro manages to balance flirty with friendly, suave with sweet. He could probably wink at a security camera and it would start blushing. Bottom line, if flirting were an Olympic sport, Pedro Pascal would be taking home gold, and probably complimenting the silver medalist on their great smile. His humor is delightfully goofy. While some celebrities give off "I only laugh in French art films" energy, Pedro Pascal is out here giggling like a kid who just discovered bubble wrap. The man is a certified goofball, and it's glorious. Catch him on the Graham Norton Show, and he's cracking jokes, pulling faces, and somehow turning chaos into comedy gold. He's the kind of guy who makes you laugh so hard at a dinner party, you nearly choke on your drink, and somehow he does it without stealing the spotlight or trying too hard. His humor is playful, self-deprecating, and delightfully weird in the best way. One minute he's giving a heartfelt interview, and the next he's pretending to be confused about his own name in a voice that sounds suspiciously like Kermit the Frog. And don't even get us started on his social media presence, where he posts unflattering selfies like it's performance art and responds to fan thirst tweets with just the right amount of sass. Pedro isn't out here curating a flawless image. He's too busy being your favorite internet uncle with chaotic energy and a heart of gold. It's like he read the manual on how to be a celebrity and then used it as a coaster. He's not afraid to cry, and that's hot. Let's face it, we've been sold the idea that real men don't cry for way too long, and Pedro Pascal just sobbed all over that outdated narrative. Beautifully, might we add. Whether he's getting misty-eyed on Saturday Night Live talking about his family's immigration story, or giving full-on dad hugs to Bella Ramsey on the set of The Last of Us, Pedro doesn't shy away from feelings. He dives into them headfirst, tissue in hand. In a world where male vulnerability is often seen as a plot twist, Pedro treats it like the main character, and honestly, it's sexy. The kind of sexy that makes you want to knit matching sweaters and watch sad movies together while emotionally decompressing. When he calls Bella like a daughter and she says she feels protective of him, that's not just sweet, it's instant heart combust mode. He's proof that being emotionally open isn't just cool, it's courageous. So yes, cry at the dog in Marley and Me. We'll still swoon. Actually, we'll swoon harder. He's redefining the Hollywood leading man. Let's talk about the classic Hollywood heartthrob formula. Washboard abs, a brooding stare, and emotional availability that rivals a brick wall. For decades, we've been fed a diet of stoic, muscle-bound men who say little and flex a lot. Enter Pedro Pascal, who waltzes into the scene like your charming theater professor with a stash of vintage vinyls and a heart full of feelings. He's not trying to be Brad Pitt's younger clone or Chris Hemsworth's gym buddy. Pedro is proudly rocking chaotic dad energy, unfiltered laughter, and a sense of humor that makes you want to invite him to your family BBQ. He giggles, he cries, he hugs like he means it, and somehow still manages to look amazing doing all of it. He's got the emotional depth of a poet and the relatability of your best friend's hot older brother. And while he's not out here flipping tires for an action movie montage, he is flipping the entire script on what makes a man desirable. Women aren't thirsting for another granite chin tough guy. They're swooning over someone who listens, who makes them laugh, and who will absolutely cry with them during the season finale of The Bear. Pedro Pascal is proof that authenticity is the new six-pack. So fellas, forget protein powder for a minute, try being emotionally fluent, hug your friends, compliment a stranger, learn a monologue, cry it up, because Pedro's out here raising the bar with giggles, not crunches, and honestly, we're all better for it. If Pedro Pascal made you laugh, cry, or consider emotionally adopting a baby Yoda, go ahead and smash that like button like it's a Mandalorian helmet. Don't forget to subscribe for more celeb deep dives, chaotic charm, and unapologetic Zaddy appreciation. And hey, turn on those notifications so you never miss a moment of internet heartthrob excellence.